Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show in store for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, man, today we're going to be getting into some comments that Shannon Sharpe made, so let's get into it. As you guys know, there were no games in the NBA yesterday, but there were games prior to that. And the night before, we got to see teams like the Los Angeles Lakers lose, and we also got to see the Milwaukee Bucks lose, who now, I believe, just by taking a quick snapshot of the Eastern Conference standings, the Milwaukee Bucks rank dead last in the East with a 1-16 record, 1-6 record. And as a matter of fact, the Bucks have the second worst, or they're tied for the worst record in the NBA with the Utah Jazz at 1-6. That's how bad the Milwaukee Bucks have been. And it's hard to blame it on their key players in terms of their productivity because these guys have been out there balling, but nevertheless, they've been finding it extremely difficult to come by wins. So what happened? They were on ESPN First Take, Shannon Sharpe, Kendrick Perkins, Stephen A. Smith, Molly Karen, and they were talking about the Milwaukee Bucks and the state of affairs with the Milwaukee Bucks. Stephen A. Smith made his analysis. Kendrick Perkins made his analysis, and then came along Shannon Sharpe. Instead of Shannon Sharpe analyzing the problems with the Milwaukee Bucks, Shannon Sharpe decided to take it upon himself and use the moment of where he could analyze the issues the Bucks were facing and instead draw a parallel to his beloved LeBron James and essentially went on an attack spree on Giannis Antetokounmpo, who they didn't even bring in LeBron into this topic, and started attacking Giannis for some comments that he made that Shannon Sharpe thought he was secretly dissing LeBron James, and he used the opportunity to essentially trash Giannis for the sake of LeBron James. But before we even get into what Shannon Sharpe had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, GameTime. With only 4 months left until the end of the year, I look forward to creating special moments with family and friends by attending various theaters, shows, plays, and sporting events. And when it comes time for me to look for tickets, I absolutely love to use GameTime. GameTime is one of the most reliable marketplaces for last-minute tickets to the most popular events in sports, music, and theater in more than 60 cities across the United States and Canada. GameTime saves me money, time, and peace of mind, so I don't have to sort through thousands of tickets looking for the best prices or worry about whether or not if they're authentic or whether I'm going to receive them on time. GameTime Picks, one of my favorite GameTime tools, analyzes thousands of tickets for all of your favorite events near your location and finds you the best possible deal so you don't have to. For example, I'm looking forward to this upcoming concert at Madison Square Garden of one of my favorite composers, Hans Zimmer. Here, I can select the all-in price to see the total ticket price up front, no hidden fees. And now I can sort through the best possible deals I can find. I can choose the cheapest deals, the great deal, or the amazing deal. Once you select the ticket you want, you can use their panoramic seat view to ensure you know exactly what you're getting before you buy. And if you're like me and always make plans at the last minute, you can grab tickets up to 90 minutes after the event has started. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with GameTime. Download the app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and use redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is want to play exactly what Shannon Sharpe had to say on ESPN First Take about Giannis Antetokounmpo and LeBron James, and then want to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Shannon here.
Shay?
Every coach is there because of Giannis' blessings. He wanted to move off from Jay Kidd and got Mike Budenholzer. Mike Budenholzer won a championship. A couple of years later, they struggled losing the first round. He wanted a different head coach. They bring in Adrian Griffin. He was 30-13. That wasn't good enough for Giannis. They got Doc Rivers. He wanted, as Perk said, he wanted another superstar. But in the process of getting that superstar in Dame Lillard, you weakened your team because your own ball presence, what Holiday is. So what you did, not only did you weaken your team, you strengthened the team that's been your chief competition in the East. You made them damn near unbeatable. They got two young guns, two guys that can hound the basketball in Derek White and Holiday. And you got a big guy in the presence, Zingis and Al Horford. No, Giannis, don't run. Why are you going to set the house on fire and then you going to run your ass up out of it? No, stay there. If it burns down, you set it on fire. No, don't duck and dodge now, because now, Stephen A., sometimes if you're not careful, you'll become the very thing you despise the most in a person. We've heard Giannis take shots about other guys going to link up. He don't want to believe in those superstar teams. Yeah. He don't believe in all that. Now you want to run it high? Don't think we didn't know you was taking subtle shots at KD. Don't think we didn't think you took subtle shots at LeBron and some of these other powerful players. Now look at you. 1-6, you were 30-13, but that wasn't good enough for you. You wanted a new coach. A couple of years after you won a championship with Mike Budenholzer, that wasn't good enough. You didn't got tired of Jason Kidd. Nah, you need to ride this ship out. You've been steering it.
Yeah,
you steered it into an iceberg.
Shannon,
You're the reason that it's going down.
And
Stephen A., you said Mike Budenholzer. Did he request time away? After tragic passing, and I'm sorry to hear that his brother, I had no idea that his brother passed, did he request time off?
No. Not to my knowledge.
So in other words,
not to my knowledge.
Do you believe Milwaukee went to Giannis? So if Mike Budenholzer, if Giannis goes to the management and says, I love Mike Budenholzer, this man has won me a championship, is Mike Budenholzer in Phoenix?
I don't know, Shannon.
So you heard what Shannon Sharp had to say. Instead of addressing the situation with the Milwaukee Bucks, Shannon took it as an opportunity to diss Giannis Antetokounmpo for things that he said that he thought he was speaking about LeBron James. Now, here's the breakdown of this. The fact of the matter is, when Giannis said that he wasn't in the mood for basically twerking it up all over the place and creating super teams up and down, at the time he said that, a lot of NBA fans supported him. The reason a lot of NBA fans supported him was because they grew tired of super teams. They grew tired of it, of super teams. That's the first point. The second point is where we totally destroy Shannon's first point, which was, oh, you said you don't want to team up, you don't want to team up, and you don't want to team up, you don't want to team up. Now when you realize how hard it is, you have to team up. There's a fundamental difference here. Giannis won his first championship without being on a super team. He wasn't on a super team. So that argument goes right out the window. It wasn't a Miami Heat. It wasn't even a Cleveland Cavaliers type of situation. It was not that. Giannis won that championship as the main guy while playing with some really good role players like Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton. Those guys are not superstar players or all-star players, like perennially. He won on a very good team. So Giannis already got the monkey off of his back. And a lot of NBA fans gave him his props. The same way a lot of NBA fans give Nikola Jokic's props. The same way a lot of NBA fans gave Kawhi Leonard's props at the time. Giannis already did that. He already did that. In the case of what Giannis finds himself in, I don't think Giannis wants to go to another super team or create a super team. As a matter of fact, according to some of the reports I've been hearing, I've heard teams like the Brooklyn Nets pairing up with Ben Simmons, that's a super team? Really? Going to the Miami Heat, that's a super team? Jimmy Butler and who? Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo, that's a super team? Like, what are we talking about here? So I don't think Giannis is trying to form a super team. Giannis already got that moniker off his back. He already won the championship. What amazes me is how Shannon was able to relate this back to this is what kills me. LeBron fans will tell you, oh man, all you do is talk about LeBron. But if we have a period of time when people are talking about other things that have nothing to do with LeBron, they find a way to bring it back to LeBron. That's what Shannon Sharpe did. Nobody there was even thinking about LeBron James in the moment. If you notice, he was the only one that drew that comparison. Everybody else was analyzing different aspects of the situation that's transpiring in Milwaukee. But Shannon was like, no. This is a great moment for me to use it to big up my man LeBron James and talk about all the woes and all of the stress and the drama that he's... No! And no matter who Giannis joins, it will never be as egregious as what Kevin Durant did or LeBron did. Where's the team? Where's that team at? Where the team at? You can't even say if Giannis goes to the Warriors, it's like what they did before. It's not. Because that former Warriors team had Stephen Curry, a younger Stephen Curry, a younger Draymond Green, a younger Klay Thompson, and then they added Kevin Durant. And then they added that. That is not what it would be, even if he went to the Golden State Warriors. If he goes to Miami, yeah, you have Bam Adebayo, but I don't think Bam Adebayo was better than a prime Chris Bosh. I wouldn't say that. And I damn sure will not say Jimmy Butler, a prime Jimmy Butler, is better than a prime D Wade. I absolutely will never say that. So what are we talking about here? But it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yet again, it always comes back to LeBron James. Unbelievable. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about that segment there? What do you think about today's show? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.